Hey guys, I don't hear you. I don't hear you. Okay. Ah,
Can you hear me now?
I definitely can. Thank you.
Thanks.
Pretty earrings.
Thanks. Let's see, how do I? Oh, there we go.
Would you like a coffee?
Oh, no, water is perfect. And we'll start in like 5 minutes here to get everyone some time to get in and find in.
I'll be in person someday.
Sounds good. Okay. I need to figure out. I guess I should have figured out our catalog before. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure like I have a free account.
Oh.
And so I was gonna maybe use that just because it would be more relatable. Yeah. Oh yeah, thank you. I know my email. No. Oh my gosh, I bet it will. I don't even know if I know this. That was probably my. Nice. Oh, nice. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, then I am good to go.
Thank you. I'm only here for about an hour. I've got an appointment at 3.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. We'll probably start in like just like 2 more minutes here.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I'm doing good. How about you? Yeah, having a good week so far?
Yeah.
Nice. You know, I've been yeah, exactly. I've been struggling with what day it is. I've been thinking it was Wednesday all day. Yeah. I wish it was. That'd be great. But I am loving this weather. I know everyone's saying it, but it's like, this is what I live for. Me too. I feel like it switches so fast. And I hate that like every morning I check the weather to see what I'm wearing today. It's just like, is it gonna be 80? Is it gonna be 50? Yeah, like literally. I like have this jacket always in our office just in case. It is so cold in this room. Yeah. Oh, I bet you're so cold all the time. Yeah, for real. I think it's so cold in this room. I think that might be the strategy because our office is so hot, like, and we can't like change it. It's like just like that airflow. I don't know, but yeah, it's cold. Oh, righty. I'll see ya. Have a good day. We'll go ahead and get started here. So yeah, today's class is going to be on getting new business from Command and like the tools and tips that you can use in Command about getting new business. First and foremost, I do want to just point out how you can make an appointment with us. So on the KWB resources website, if you ever need any tech help, or I'm going to be looking at you a lot today. If you ever need any tech help or want to schedule an appointment, it's going to be the I need tech help in the top right of KWB resources. And that'll bring you right to our Calendly, and feel free to book, you know, up to twice a week, and we can go through technology. But yeah, today we'll be focusing mostly on Command. So the 3 big tools that we'll be going over in Command are going to be the landing pages, We'll go over social ads, specifically like Facebook ads in Command. And then we'll also go over like sending out direct mailers and postcards through Command, which is a really cool tool that Command has. So I'm just going to get signed in here at agent.kw.com. So that's where you sign into Command. And I always just like to go through a few of the settings needed for these tools. And to get to your settings, we're going to go up to our name in the top right and settings. So there are a few applications I do like to point out. Specifically today, we're going to be going over social ads and Facebook ads. So you will need to have your Facebook account connected to this specific setting in order to run it. So it's the Facebook ads manager specifically to run ads. And it does require you to have a business page associated with your Facebook account. So all ads are run through business Facebook accounts. So it's not ever coming like from your personal profile, but like from your real estate business page. So to run ads in Command, you would just need to have this setting connected up. And if you didn't have that connected, it would say like connect account to the right here instead of manage. Yeah, feel free. And do you have a business Facebook page? Cool. So this, we can do this together. See. Let's turn off. I would think that, yeah, that you turn it on. That allows it to integrate with other ones. I actually didn't see that though. That's perfect. And then, yeah, click this drop down here in order to choose your page. Perfect. And then, yeah, it's gonna have you, it's gonna push you into Facebook to accept their terms and services. So you're gonna just click accept. You'll change it to, that's okay, you can accept it for all of them. And then, yeah. Awesome. And now go back into Command. And now you can click done and it should like just load for you. And let's make sure that was, oh yeah, perfect, awesome. Okay, you're all connected up. Oh, definitely. So now that that's done once, you won't have to.
Hey,
go and do it
Jules,
again. Yeah.
do we see your screen or you?
Oh, can you not see my screen?
No.
You're just looking at me. Wow, I'm so sorry. Hold on 1 second. I'll fix this up. Okay. No. Okay. Sorry, just a second. Oh, here it is. Share screen. Share screen. All right, can you see my screen now?
Yep, that works. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for the heads up. My bad, guys. So yeah, we just connected up the Facebook Ads Manager setting. So that is one of the required settings to connect up before running a Facebook ad through Command. Another setting to check out is going to be under Command Mail, and you just Command Email, and you're going to have to scroll down a bit. So Command Email, if you click Manage to the far right here, I just want to make sure that everyone's reply to email is either their business email or an email that they are checking regularly, because any marketing emails sent out through Command, if a client responds back, that's the email it will go to. So just making sure this is one that you check regularly. And if not, you can click this drop down and add in whatever email you want that to go to. And then click save. Yeah, they're not going to see it, but that's just like, you just want to make sure that reply to is an email that you're going to be checking. Another one to check out, because we will be setting up a smart plan today for the Facebook ad. And Twilio is a tool that you can use. So it is an optional tool that you're able to use. And I just want you guys to be aware of it. So Twilio allows you to bulk text your contacts through command. And via through smart plans, it actually allows you to auto text message your contacts as well. So if you do have Twilio connected up, and it starts at a pretty nominal price of $3.16 a month. And it gives you credits so that when you run a smart plan and it has a text message step in there, it would automatically send a text message to that client. It's a pretty cool tool. I just want you to be aware of it, because not everyone's sphere is going to check their news or their communicate the same ways. They can check their email, check text message. So, if your audience is one that may really like this channel of texting, it is available in command. And then lastly, within the settings section, under connect settings on the left-hand side and marketing profile, so again, this is under our name and settings, and then connect settings and marketing profile. This is where all your information pulls from in command. So if you ever get a new headshot or a new email address, this is the section that you'd want to come to update that so that it updates in the rest of command. Yes, love the marketing profile.
I have a question on that. When you update this page, does this update across the board on all KW platforms?
Great question. It does not. So there's like KW Connect, and then there's also my KW. So my suggestion is actually, if you ever get a new headshot, a new bio, a new email, whatever it is, send that over to support@scottleroymarketing.com along with your command login, and they'll update that for you throughout all the places necessary in the KW technology.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense now, because
Yeah,
I've done that. And okay, thank you for answering that question. I appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely. And feel free to keep asking questions. Yeah, this is one big spot. Like, this is the key spot I would tell you to come to update that. But definitely send that to Scott, and they'll update that throughout everywhere. All right. So now that we've checked our settings, I'm going to start with the first tool to capture new business, and that would be landing pages. So in order to get to landing pages in command, we're going to go to the consumer section. And if you're still learning this left-hand toolbar, you can always click on the top KW in the top left to expand that out. And yeah, we're going to go to that consumer section, which is going to be the last icon. So it will first show up with pages on your actual website. But what we are going to be focusing on are landing pages. Here at the top, you can click on that to see any active landing pages you may have. And what a landing page is a single standalone page for the purpose of collecting leads. So if you were to run a giveaway or a promotion, for example, if you were to run a giveaway for a $50 gas gift card, the best way to facilitate that would be with a landing page, so that when people fill out their lead information, that automatically goes into your command database, and you receive a notification for that. So I'll walk through how you can create this landing page and then how you can use it as well. So in order to create a landing page, we're just going to go up to create new page in the top right. And we're going to choose as a landing page, so for lead generation, and click create page. Now, I always like to give my page a title to start in the top right here, or top left. No one's going to see this, just you, but it's good for your organization. So if I were to do like a gas gift card example giveaway, And how landing pages work, so you'll see the widgets that you're able to add on the right, and then your landing page itself on the left, like the editor. And we're gonna click and drag the widgets from the right side over to the left. So one I always like to start with is the branded header, so that your information pops up first. So you can click and drag this over to the left-hand side. You'll see that green line appears at the top there, and that's gonna be where it's gonna drop. And once we release, no worries. Oh, absolutely. How to get to landing page. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be the last icon on the left-hand toolbar. No worries. It's the last icon on the left-hand toolbar. That one. And then we're going to go up to create new page in the top right. And then as a landing page, though. And then create page. And then perfect. Yeah, definitely. Feel free to stop me anytime. I can let you know. No, you're great. This is perfect. Okay. It's no worries. This will be recorded, and on the KWB resources, you can access that too. And it's no worries. You can always drop by. So these classes, you know, they're 2 hours. It's pretty long. So, you know, even just dropping by, whatever, it's totally great. So yeah, I went and added the branded header first. So by clicking on this widget to the right and then dragging that over to add that in. And you'll see that your information will auto pull because that's pulling from your marketing profile. And then with promotion landing pages, they can be pretty simple. I'm just going to add the branded header in a lead form so we can actually capture that lead information. So again, clicking and dragging and dropping that right underneath my branded header, that green line. And great. So those are the two widgets that I'm wanting to add here. Next, we'll always want to click configure widgets in the bottom right. So no matter if you're making an agent page or landing page, configure widgets in the bottom right. And I like to just go through all my widgets starting at 1 and making sure that everything's looking good. So I'm going to click on branded header here. That's my first widget. And you'll see that there's an option to put a header text if you'd like. So I can put gas gift card giveaway. And if I wanted to, you know, it is pulling my phone number already from the marketing profile. I can put in dashes if I want, you know, making this update, see exactly how I'd like it. And then when I click save and apply in the bottom right, it will make that update for me. I want to capitalize and save and apply again if you make any changes, and there you go. So that should be pulling from your marketing profile. And if not, you can update that. So if you click configure widgets in the bottom right, you can update it manually. But if I would update your marketing profile first, and I can like provide steps on that too. Yeah, that sounds like a plan because yeah, that marketing profile is important. And then I just click on the arrow in the top right, near top right, to go to the next widget. And here I can change what this says. Instead of interested, let's talk, I can say, please enter your info below for a chance to win a say exactly what you're wanting here and click save and apply. And there you go. So, the steps on landing pages where you use the widgets on the right-hand side, move those over to the left, and then click configure widgets on the bottom right, and always save and apply with any changes that you make. Oops, sorry. Sounds great, Rhonda. Thanks. Have a great day. And then we're going to publish page in the top right to publish this out. All right, that's awesome. So once you publish that page, it will come back to looking like this screen kind of. But let's go back over to our landing page dashboard by clicking landing page near the top to see all the landing pages we've created here. Now this URL here, we can now post on Facebook, on social media, like as a link. And I know it is like a pretty confusing like URL. You can change the ending slug of it to make it more customized. So like if you're looking at your landing pages and you go over to the 3 dots to the far right of it, you'll see the change URL option. And this will allow you to at least change this last part here. So at least it's a little more customizable to your actual landing page. So if I just said like gift card, create. So now this is my URL that I can share on Facebook and whatnot. So let's talk about like strategies on posting this on Facebook. So you can post this link, like if you were doing a giveaway and you wanted to post a link so that you could capture that lead information. Well, when you post it on social media, you're really only hitting your friends, you know, on your timeline. So things that you can do to increase the reaching unmets is things like saying, you know, like or comment on this post and click to enter. So engagement on your post is going to increase engagement for other people on their post as well. And as soon as they like that post, they'll start seeing your post more regularly because they engaged with you. So that's a really good pro of that. Or you could also say like share and click this link to enter. And that's a common one I'm sure you guys see because their goal is to reach not their friends or unmets. So by their friends sharing it, it will reach their friends and the mutual friends of that. So, you know, using this link is great on Facebook, but also adding an additional instruction on engagement or sharing would probably be your best bet for new business specifically. So share this post and click this link to enter. And then that's how you can capture some leads. Now, any questions on that?
Yeah, how do you, once you post it,
Mhm.
how do you go back and repost it again? I mean, is there, can you put it on a schedule? Like maybe once a week that it pops up again, or do you just have to go back in and do it again?
Yeah, if you wanted to, you know, like this link will always stay static. So it's going to be the same link. So if you wanted to, in command, like scheduling out posts, you could like one day a month, go ahead and schedule this link out weekly through command through the scheduling. Does that make sense to you? Like how that would go, how that would work?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And we can also like meet about that too, because that's a great idea. Like keeping your social posts consistent, especially with promotions, and Command does have that capability to schedule out posts. So you could schedule this out weekly so that your mental load is taken off and you're consistently trying to get new leads. Yeah.
Part of the landing page where it says enter your information below.
Mhm.
The boxes of your information. Would it like be smart for us to add something like about real estate at all, or?
So unfortunately, with that lead capture form, so I'm going to open that up. These fields, first, last name, these fields are not editable.
Oh.
So they are like a template. If you want like more questions or like want to ask more things, like we hear a lot of agents using like Google Forms. So that gives you a lot more room to ask any question that you're wanting. The downfall though is that those leads want to automatically go into Command. So you would have to export those leads from the Google form and import them into Command. But just two options there. I see agents do both. No, I wouldn't say less professional because you can like, you can add like an image and like change the background color. So there are things, and I think people are also like used to Google Forms.
Yeah.
Like, so they're like, they see it and they know it's a trustworthy like form. But again, I just really like the perk of it going straight into Command. Yeah. Yay, welcome. Oh, outlets. Oh, good. And then I'll also, one more tip on this landing page. So, right, you can take this URL and post it directly on social media. But if you want to also use this for print material, so whether that be a postcard or a flyer, a QR code for any link that you want them to go to on print material would be the best bet. So I'll walk through how you can make a QR code from this URL as well. So in order to create a QR code, I just Google QR code generator. Just go ahead and Google that or Yahoo it. Yeah, we have a Zoom. And the one that I use and that we use at Scott Leroy Marketing, and you may have to scroll down, especially with the ads at the top, but it's going to be the-QR-generator.com. This is the one we used. So the site I'm at is the-QR-code-generator.com. And this is the site we use to create QR codes. And all you would need, so where it says enter your URL, is just the URL from your landing page. So that's going to be right in the top search bar. And we can copy that. Copy. And then go over to our QR generator. And where it says enter URL, just paste that in. And then that updated this QR code to the right here. And all we'd have to do is click download QR code to download that. And you can do this with any link that you're wanting. So if you want a QR code for your website, you can just put your website URL here and it would create a QR code for it. Yeah, so QR codes are great for print material because you can't like click on a hyperlink, but you scan over it and it can go to any hyperlink that you want it to. And nowadays with like COVID and like the menus being the QR codes, I feel like people are a lot more comfortable with it than they used to be. And download it. And so yeah, now you have that file to use on any print material that you got. All right. So the next tool that we're going to use in Command for new business, I'm just going to go back to Command here, is going to be social ads and Facebook ads. So how social ads work. So there is social ads and then there's social posting. So social posting is going to be posting on your normal, like on your feed. So that's reaching your friends and your followers on Facebook. And then social ads, though, will not be meeting your friends. These are meeting people you do not know and that are not met. And that's why it costs. So like there are 4 main channels of marketing. So that's going to be email marketing, social media, and those are the free versions because you're meeting your friends or people that you do know. And then the 2 versions that are paid are the social ads and print or direct mailers, but that's because you're meeting people you don't know. So new leads. So with social ads and how that displays for like contacts is instead of it being on their For You page or their feed that they see all their friends post, it's going to display on the sides of the timeline, just like a company ad would. So I don't know, my classic example of this is when I go searching for shoes online and I'm almost about to buy them and then I back out. But then I go on Facebook like minutes later and I see the same exact shoes on the right-hand side, because it tracked what I was looking at. And so that's how yours would appear though, on the right-hand side, like an ad instead of like on the timeline, like as a post. Now, when creating a Facebook ad, it's recommended to set up a smart plan first so that they are immediately followed up with if they click on your Facebook ad. So that's how we're going to go about this. We're going to first create a smart plan to follow up with our Facebook ads, and then we're going to create the Facebook ad. And please let me know if you have any questions at all and if I'm going too fast. So I'm going to go over to Smart Plans, which is going to be it's like list with a gear icon. And first it's going to show your existing smart plan. So if you don't have any smart plans here, no worries. You can always come to the library here near the top of the page to search for any smart plans that you're wanting to add. Now, just in general, these Keller Williams smart plans will be the most used ones. And they are like good smart plans. And what smart plans are, if you're not familiar with smart plans, is a series of emails, text messages, tasks, or call reminders. So basically like a system setup or a lead follow-up system is what like a smart plan is. Yes, you can have a bunch of smart plans going at once. So some of the most popular ones like quarterly call plan here. So if you add all your contacts to the quarterly call plan, it will remind you to call each contact once a quarter so that your calling systems are set up. For example, as well, if you like arrow over like birthdays, if you have birthdays for your contacts, it would remind you 7 days before to reach out to them. So these are great for system setups. And feel free to book an appointment and we can like really dive into smart plans. I really like smart plans. But for this example, so Keller Williams doesn't have a Facebook ad follow-up specific, but you can always search for anything that you're looking for in the search bar here. So agents and other staff members for all across KWs are publishing smart plans for other agents to use. And I find that using their smart plans, or at least a template, is a lot easier than just recreating something. So I just go ahead and type in. You might already have it in your smart plan or in your library. I've noticed Scott Leroy has been adding. If you go to my smart plans here. Yep, so you have all the KW ones, but they're not active yet because you don't have any contacts on them. Yep, that's what it looks like. Yep. So it looks like those were added just in during your onboarding. So yeah, just a little sidebar here with smart plans to add contacts to smart plans. And we'll come right back to this section in a second. So under contacts, I think it's easiest to add contacts to smart plans via the contact section, because you can do that 500 at a time instead of, I forgot what it is in this smart plan. So for one, if you have more than 10 contacts, which I'm sure you do, you can click show 1 of 10 in the top right here to show 500 at a time. And then once you click to show 500 at a time, if you click the top checkbox on the gray toolbar, it will select all. And then the select bulk action field will appear where you can add up to 500 contacts to smart plan at a time. So I always like to give that tip because it seems like you would do that from the smart plan section. So I'm jumping back here. I'm sorry for the jump around. So I'm in smart plans in library. I'm going back up the library and I'm going to search up Facebook ad follow-up. Let's see what comes up. And you'll see like a bunch of different options come up. So like even like looking through them, so if you click view steps in the bottom left and kind of hover over them, you can kind of see like a brief preview of what they're going to say, but you really have to download them to really see it. One I use actually is, I think it might be Facebook, just FB. Hold on. I think this is the one I used. Hold on, I'm gonna jump over to see. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to see the author name and I can't see it. Um, Okay, that's the one. I've heard of Robert Eikenberry. That's why I've used this one, and it has like the most downloads for this. But the one, it's called Facebook paid ad lead follow-up. That's why I couldn't find it. But the downfall of him, or it's not downfall, but he's from Hawaii, so we will have to edit the text a little bit so that it sounds like from us and not from Hawaii. So yeah, it's this one that I like and I've gotten recommendations from, and it has the most downloads in regards to follow-up Facebook ads plans. And if you click Add Smart Plan in the bottom right and download, you'll be able to download that to yours. Now, once that's downloaded in yours, and I always recommend this if you do this, if you download any agent or staff-made smart plan, always go over to My Smart Plans and click the pencil icon to the far right to open that up to see what they're sending. Because what I see a lot is that agents, when they're making these, they put their information in there and then publish them, but then you need to update it with your information so you don't just send out somebody else's. So a couple things to look out for when you are editing these smart plans. So these green, like in brackets, those are merge tags. So those are good to see. Like if you see those, that will actually pull your contact's first name and last name. And this is an agent first name and last name will pull from your marketing profile. So those green merge tags, those are good. Like then it will actually insert your information in there. But like you'll see like things like with team name on Maui, you know, like that doesn't fit. So you really need to make sure that you're going through these and updating it, you know, to make that sound like either from here or like you that you're speaking. But you'll see this big link or this thing in parentheses that says insert link here, right? That is not a merge field. So you would either need to insert a link there or just delete it so it wouldn't just send it like this. Does that make sense to everyone? So I delete it. So yes, looking through this. So this smart plan example is going to first send a text message to them. Now, if you do not have Twilio, no worries. It's just going to skip this step. And what I would recommend if you do not have Twilio and you don't plan to use Twilio is maybe replace this step with an email step instead, so they actually receive that. So let's just pretend like this is the case here. We don't have Twilio. I'm going to go ahead and copy all this. Well, if it lets me. Ooh. Because I'm not going to copy it. I'm just going to grab an email step. So to add a step, we're going to use the actions on the right-hand side here. And since I want that to be an email step, I can click send email. And then it's going to add it to the bottom. So let's move it all the way up to the top. And I know this is kind of tedious sometimes. But once it's, once you set this up once, you can always use the smart plan for any Facebook ad that you run ever. So really focusing on setting this up once, making it sound like you, making it sound exactly how you like it, will really benefit in the long run. Sorry, there's a lot of steps. Okay. So now I can kind of copy what there was there. First name. So sorry, that was really fast. There were merge tags up here. So when you're creating an email and you're wanting to do that from simple, and you're wanting to add those merge tags in yourself, this is the tool that you would use up here at the toolbar to add those in. So you'll see that you'll have like contact first name. You'll also have like your information. So the contact information would actually pull from the contact profile, while your agent information is going to pull from the marketing profile. So I can say hello and thank you for clicking. Oh gosh. Any questions? Oh. Okay, and then put your name and how to get in touch with you. Right, and then what's really great about setting this up is that now if someone clicked on the Facebook ad, they would receive this email right away, letting them know that you, if you know, to reach back out. So it really sets up the follow-up of Facebook ads very nicely, which is why I always recommend doing a smart plan first before doing a Facebook ad, so that you can really get that follow-up as well. Because really getting new leads without follow-up is, it will have a harder time with converting those over. And, you know, like since I, in this example, did not have Twilio, I can just, if I wanted to, delete these steps. So I can delete with this X in the bottom here. And I can remove really any of the steps I don't like. If I wanted to just have one follow-up email that's saying, hey, please let me know with any questions. I may recommend doing just a follow-up email like this. Hey guys. And then maybe set a delay for like a few days, and maybe send another follow-up email being like, hey, here are some resources, here's my app, or here's my website if you want to search for any homes. And please let me know, I'm here for you if you need me. So you can really create the smart plan. And I know I'm not going too far deep into smart plans, and we will have a full class on smart plans alone. But you can really systematize things with smart plans here. For example, you can add in like a call task. So this would remind you to make a call to this lead as well. Things like that. So make sure that you're clicking save if you make any changes to the far right here. And make sure that you look through all these steps to make sure that this looks exactly how you'd like it before doing a Facebook ad. So any questions on that? All right. Hey, how are you? Good. That sounds great. Cool. Well, it sounds great. Oh, well, it's recorded. It's on KWB under on-demand training. Yes, and it's recorded. Okay, yeah, that'll be a good one. Next week, just a heads up for everyone, will be marketing planning for 2023. So that will be like a month by month like breakdown of like marketing training. So that's going to be a really good one. Yes, and just getting everything ready ahead of time. So okay, so we got our Facebook follow-up smart plan ready. So now we can go launch a Facebook ad and know that we're going to be ready to follow up with them since we had that smart plan already created for us. So that's awesome. So to create a Facebook ad, we're going to go under the campaign section, which is going to be that megaphone icon on the left-hand toolbar. And this kind of off topic, but I do want to just point out quick post here because they're really cool. If you are ever wondering, what should I post today for social media? They do have quick posts here under this campaign section that give you suggestions on things to post for you. So things like, you know, they have these posts ready to go, and all you have to do is click on this share icon in the bottom right. and it will like put it, like get it prepared and ready for you to post right away. So I do like those. Yeah, they're pretty cool, and they're like, they have some good value in them sometimes. Like this one's just like bad joke alert, but like they're pretty funny. Exactly. And it's like hard to think of things all the time. And you can also like shuffle, you know, and get new ideas. They have like tons that you can do. So just a little tangent right there, but I like that tool. But what we're going to be focusing on is the paid ads. So this is going to be at the top here. If you click paid ads, this will be your paid ads like dashboard. You can see any paid ads that you've currently got running or anything that you've drafted. But to create a new paid ad, we're going to go up to create campaign in the top right. And then we're going to choose social ad with paid underneath. So again, it's paid because we're not meeting our friend, we're not reaching our friends, we're meeting unmets, new leads. So we can go ahead and give this a name, and no one's going to see this except yourself. So this is just for your organization purpose. Let's see. What should we do? And then you can choose a goal. Really the goal again is for your own like organization purposes. It does not have an effect on the ad itself. And just a heads up, you can run ads through Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Now with Instagram and Twitter, they do need to be business accounts. So it cannot be a personal account. And then again, with the Facebook, it does need to have a business page in order to run it. So I'm going to do Facebook today and create campaign. Now with social ads, we found the best results from posting about listings specifically. So when like you get a listing, running an ad on it, we've like did one and got, it was like a bigger land property, and we like ran it to places like New York and California, places that didn't have much land, and got like 40 leads from each of those places just by running it like through that. So yeah, it's and you know, some of them they can be like Daffy Ducks, like we did get some of those, but a lot of them were like legitimate leads. So we have seen best results with listings, but of course that's not the only thing that you can do with listings. We also ran an ad for homes in the Weddington School District and actually had an agent get a lead and convert it through a Facebook ad. So there definitely are results from Facebook ads. Listing seems to be like one of the top results, but also you can use other tactics. And that's what we'll do today. We'll do like a website search instead of like a listing. So with the website, website searches, I use like your website, and you can search for like anything on the site. I may want to do like a school district one again, because it's really cool that you can do that on your site. So go ahead and open up your website if you guys know your URL. And if you don't, just let me know and I can help you find it. I can definitely help you find it. And if you are unsure where your URL or what your URL is, you can find that under your consumer section. The consumer, this is your URL right here at the top. So if you click that open, that's how I usually find my URL. Oh, on here, like there. Yes, so that would pull from your marketing profile. And if you're updating your headshot, I would just go ahead and send that to support@scottleroymarketing.com. That way they can update it like throughout all the KW technology and not just your website. Yeah, so they'll just need the headshot and your command login, and they'll do it all for you. Yeah, key to have that up there. Gotta have face. Absolutely. So I'm gonna do that example I was talking about, like with schools. So it is more recent that you can search by school district on the site now, which I think is a really cool tool. So like if you did, let's do Marvin. So if you scroll down here, like you would see more options here. I'm gonna do like high school. Maybe. Marvin Ridge. So you'll see that you can search by like address, you can search by neighborhood as well. But yeah, you can also do by school, which is newer. All the homes in that school district. So that's a really cool search. So again, like if you're just doing regular social media too, and not just a social ad, we also use, this URL and go ahead and posting that on social media and being like, hey, did you know that you could search from by school district straight from my site? Like click here and to search for homes. And so just giving them, that knowledge that you can do that. Very cool. So yeah, I'm gonna do it by Marvin Ridge High School. So I'm gonna actually jump back over to my campaign now and start creating that campaign. So you'll see on the left-hand side is gonna be all the things that we need to like complete. And then the preview is gonna be on the right-hand side as we're filling that out. So I'm actually gonna change my name here because I'm changing this to Marvin. Marvin one. Now I don't have a listing for this example, so I can go ahead and skip that. But we will need some text here. So we'll see three little sections. So the main copy, just to show you exactly where each of those show. So you see the main copy on the right preview is going to be at top. So that's going to be like the actual verbiage or caption that you want it to have. And then there'll be a headline with only 25 character limits, which is really short. So something really short and simple for the headline. And then a description, which can be a little longer, but less value there. So you don't want to give too much information because they're probably not going to look there. So with the main copy, some tips here. Emojis tend to be eye-catching. So starting with an emoji may be a good tactic, or maybe like bookmarking, or like how like doing, let's see, let's do a sparkle and do like Marvin or Homes and Marvin Ridge School District. Now we want the main copy to be short and sweet. People scroll in 2 seconds. So anything that you can catch their eye in 2 seconds, because I see a lot of agents will put like the listing description here if they're doing a listing. You don't want to do that. You want something short, something simple that was going to catch their eye. Maybe something like your favorite feature from the home. So like the pool in the backyard, like saying, ready to use pool in this part or something like that. So maybe picking out your favorite feature and putting it in this main copy. And then headline, you'll see that there's only 25 characters and you'll find that's very, very short. So again, keeping it very short and simple. Maybe you could do like ready to move. You can do like top rated school district. I kind of compliance wise, I know you can only say certain things about schools. Can you say like top rated school district? Okay. Don't, yeah. Yeah, always check with Sabra with compliance. Always check with her. But I know like if you like, right, yeah. Right. Right. Not to mention them. Oh yeah. Like I know like you can like, because we'll use like greatschools.org and like just like a screenshot that says like greatschools.org is saying that they're 10 out of 10. So like it's not us saying it. So check the compliance rules with schools if you're going to do a school post, especially about that. But right. And it's a good like district like for schools and as well as like the pricings of the homes. So yeah, flip the headline and make sure it's in compliance. I'll just do the ready to move. And then just for a description, again, most people will not see this description, but like for a listing example, this would be more the spot that you would put like how many bedrooms and bathrooms it has, or usually don't want to maybe mention the price, so they have to reach out to you. But like for the description, just you can say and again, that preview is going to show on the right-hand side. So usually the strategy with these Facebook ads are less words as possible to perform the best. I know it is really hard. It's really difficult. I have a really hard time with it. I always like have this big paragraph and then I have to like chop it down a ton, but they do perform better. Yeah. Yep, with the attention spans nowadays. So now that we got a green check here, we're good to go with there. We can move to media and go ahead and click there to expand that out. So with this media section, we're going to want to put some images in there. And typically, for a listing, you'd put the listing photos, of course. And just a heads up with the images. So how the Facebook ads work, it's pretty cool. You don't need to worry about what order you're putting the images in. I was always concerned about which one was first, but I would recommend actually, so they allow 5 images, and I would recommend putting all 5 images in there. But don't worry about the order, because what Command and the Facebook will do in the back end, it will actually create this ad like in 1,000 different ways and target different people and see what performs the best. And then we'll recreate the ad based on what performs best. So for example, like if the front of the house was getting a lot of clicks, it will start running that ad more with the front of the house on it because it's seeing that's performing well. Yes, it's all working in the back end, which is really, really cool. And I don't think people realize like what all it does in the back end, but I really like that. So no need to worry about the order that you're putting these in. Command and Facebook will be smart enough to know what performs best and will preview those pictures that do well.
That's amazing.
Right? I think it's so cool. It's super cool. I love that. And what I typically do with like website searches like this, so I don't have any images, is I just go get some stock images from either Pexels or pixabay.com. And I'll give you both of those here. So that's pexels.com. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. And then just a heads up, the other one is Pixabay. So that's pixabay.com. So these are just 2, they're like the same site basically for stock images so that you won't have that like copyright issue at all. And then you can search for any kind of home photos that you want. So I'm gonna like look for ones that look like Marvin homes, but that also look good. So I like to look for like luxury homes. Like maybe not this, because we know that's not in Marvin, but like some indoor pictures, ones that you would actually be seeing. Go ahead and click that download icon to the far right there to download that to your computer. And, really just pick the ones that you like best, that you think that you'd click on, ones that are pretty. And also ones that would fit the area. Those are the I'm so glad. Yay. Oh, these are super luxury. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, like next level luxury. Yeah, more of a marketing tip than it is a realtor tip, I would say. Like the goal, of social ads more is to capture those new leads. Yeah, so even if you have to be like, oh, that's just off the market. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think I have fun.
Good, because I was going to ask, what if you get somebody who wants to see that exact house or those exact?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's a good question. That's what, more so, my goal or the goal of this Facebook ad, to capture leads than it is to like get new hot buyers. But yeah, maybe coming up with a script beforehand so you don't get. Yeah. So once we have those downloaded, whichever images that you want, you can click select media. And then add images. So if you are doing a listing, you could choose from the MLS which ones you want, but we'll go ahead and click add images. And then upload image. And then we'll be able to like look in our downloads or on our device for those images that we want. But you do have to do this one by one. So there's not like a way to like add those all in at once. Oops, oops. All right, sounds great. Oh, well, great seeing you in here. Have a great day. And then you can click like add more here to just keep adding those in. Again, yeah, you do have to do that like one by one. All right. But again, yeah, you don't have to worry about the order of it. Doesn't matter, but you'll see that this is how it's going to look on the right-hand side. And this is not in any particular order, actually, that it will display in. But this is how like they'd kind of see it on the right-hand side. So it looks pretty good. We can click save to save this section and move on to the next, to Facebook settings. Now here is where we're going to pick our page. So that's when we connected that up in the settings. Now we'll be able to select our page here. And when you select your page, if you guys have any error messages at all, feel free to shoot us an email. I can help troubleshoot it. I know like there are certain settings that your business pages need to have. So just let me know or shoot us an email if you have any error with this. And we selected it, didn't we? Yeah, is there a way we can get back to settings? Just want to make sure that like page was selected. No, go to manage. No, yeah, click the drop down on the right hand side. No, I will just check it again. That's weird. And then done. Okay, now try to like refresh that list and see if it comes up here. We may need to save the draft and come back in. Like if you go to save, yeah. Go to the three dots and then click edit. Oh, absolutely. It still doesn't. Oh, no. I don't. Would you mind sending me an email with your login for Facebook and I can help troubleshoot it? Sorry, that's frustrating. Oh yeah, sorry that's happening. I really thought that checkbox was gonna do it. It might. It very well might. Okay, yeah. And and I would hate to, but like maybe we could duplicate this campaign and then like maybe it just needs like a new campaign or something. So if you go back to like save it. Yep, we'll duplicate it. Then try to edit that one, the new one. Sorry, I was hoping that would help. Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely get it fixed though, and so that you can run these. Absolutely. So have your page selected here, and then for destination. So this is very important. For the destination, always make sure this recommended Facebook lead generation form is selected when you're creating this. How are you? Good. So by choosing this as the destination, it will, when they click learn more on your ad, it will auto pull their information from their Facebook account and capture that as a lead so that they don't have to fill that out. So just by them clicking learn more, you are capturing their lead information if you have this Facebook lead generation form selected. That's why it's very important to have this selected. That's why it's recommended. But then after they click learn more and you capture that lead information, you can choose what URL that they are brought to after that. So that is where we're going to grab that search we did on our website. So we can grab this URL here. So we search for the Marvin Ridge High School School District and all the homes here. So we can now take this URL and copy it and paste it into this website URL so that after you get their lead information, they're taken to actually see the homes available in Marvin. And just a heads up, you will probably get this like invalid URL. It's because they sneak in an HTTPS at the beginning. So just go back to the beginning to delete that. It should be good. There we go.
Have a good or a landing page for-
Exactly. Yep. You can connect that to a landing page, any URL that you want to. Yeah, but in having this recommended lead generation form, you can ensure that you're actually capturing those leads. Now we get to select our audience. So you can really only do this by location. So there's an auto audience, custom audience, and saved audience. I like to do a custom audience, and I'll show you all the tips here for this. So for one, you can target your database, which I think is really cool. So if your contact if your contact in command has the same email as their Facebook account, it will link the two and it will show your ad to the contacts in your command database. So that's pretty cool. Like if you're sending like a postcard out and then they also see you on Facebook, you know, it's kind of that idea like, wow, they're everywhere. Like, so it's really great branding. So just an option here, you can target your database, but you can also target a custom audience by location. So, you know, this is a Marvin School District 1. So I'm going to want to keep it local. But I did talk about earlier an example how we had a listing that was on a big land of property or like a big land. So we targeted it to places like New York and California, places that didn't have a lot of land, with like the purpose and goal of being like, hey, do you want more land? Come move in the middle of North Carolina and get all the land that you can want. So you can search by other locations, not just locally, but in this example, it would be more efficient to do local. I'll just do Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte, North Carolina. Awesome. Yay. So it was just time. Good, good. And then we can change the radius that we're hitting as well. So if we want to target maybe more or less, we can change that. Just beware, the really thing that you're looking out for is this little graph here on the right for audience definition. Just making sure that you're in the green and you're not being too specific or too broad, but it will calculate that for you and like show you in a graph. So that's really awesome. Yes, and it usually takes like 2 days to upload to YouTube, but it will be on YouTube in like 2 days. Yeah, absolutely. Bye, have a great day. Too. So the additional things included, like versus auto and custom, is that you get to add in some interests, which I think is really cool in making sure that you're capturing leads that are a bit more hot than not. So adding interests, now they do have like a list in here. You can't just search by any interest that you want. So you'll see when you're searching, you won't be able to find anything and everything. But just kind of playing with some keywords to see which ones you want to hit. But things like Zillow, I like to add in there. And this top option here, so it's just Zillow. I also like to add in JuLeah. Again, the top one, not Premier Agent, just JuLeah. And then lastly, Realtor. Lastly, Realtor.com. And save. Now, again, play with some keywords if you want some additional in there that you're looking to target specifically. But what this does is that it's going to target people that are looking up Zillow, JuLeah, and Realtor.com, which are going to be most likely people looking at for homes right now. So now that we're targeting more of an audience that are more likely to be able to convert over. But of course, take a look at your audience definition. Just make sure that's still in the green so that you're not being too specific or too broad. And if you are, you can always maybe update like the radius mile, hitting more people, and then you can update that. Just play with that. You can always like remove interest too if that's being too specific. So this was under Facebook settings, and then it's going to be under audience, and it's going to auto or like default to auto audience. But if you click over to custom, you'll have the ability to get detailed with your targeting. So by targeting them, so this is targeting this ad that we're creating. So we created like an ad for them, and then that targeting lets us pick like who we are. Yeah, the audience that's hitting exactly. And then you can always save this audience too. So if you find yourself using this a lot, you can like save this. Charlotte, miles, interests, whatever will help you remember like what this is for and like save it. So that way, when you create ads in the future, you won't have to update this section. You can just like click from your saved audiences. Yep, exactly. Like that ad can be from promoting a listing to we're promoting like houses in Marvin School District, or you can even promote yourself on there and just do a piece about yourself. So yeah, whatever the content is, you can target based off location and then specific interests. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool tool. So once that looks good to you, we can go ahead and click save. We'll see we have another green check mark, which is fantastic. We're getting there. And let's do lead settings. We're almost there. Where we can set this up. So we can set it up where any leads coming in are auto tagged. So we know exactly, we can filter for those contacts right away. So for this tag, you can use like Facebook ad, just regular Facebook ad if you want to know the source that they're coming from here. I like to do Facebook ad dash like the goal of your social ad. That way, you know, like since this is a Marvin one, then you can reach out with them with like properties from Marvin and not just like a generic marketing piece. So Facebook ad in Marvin schools. Oops. And go ahead and click create new tag. And go ahead and give that a color, whichever you like. Pick yellow and click add to add that in. So you'll want it to look like this to make sure that's actually auto tagging. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like just started typing, and then if you start typing, it will say like create new tag if it doesn't exist. Yeah, absolutely. And then what's also extra cool is that now that we had already created that smart plan to follow up with, we can go ahead and choose to assign them to that smart plan automatically. So that Facebook ad that we set up. And again, if you haven't looked at this Facebook or the smart plan yet and you haven't edited it, don't add it in yet. But once it is ready, you can add it to the section. And so what that does, once they click learn more, they're going to receive an email from you if that's your first smart plan step, letting them know, like, thank you for reaching out, asking if they have any questions. So it's immediately following up with these leads right away. Oops, sorry. Thanks, guys. Thanks in the chat. Sorry, I missed your messages. And then, yeah, we can click save too. Go ahead. And then lastly is going to be our duration and budget. So the strategic recommendation is to run it for 5 to 7 days. No, I'm sorry. 7 days for $5 to $7 a day. So yeah, they recommend running it for a week at a time. So in this example, to the 19th. And then the daily per channel, they recommend $5 to $7. So typically totaling around $35 to $50 is what your target is. And basically what this is doing is setting a duration and budget is like how likely Facebook is to push your post out there. So yes, the more money that you're given to it, like if you do 50, it should push it out more. But the sweet spot is recommended $35 to $50 total for your ad, 7 days. And click save. Right, so yeah, then we'll have a preview on the right. We can see exactly how that's going to look to everyone. And we can go ahead and publish this campaign right away, or we can save it as a draft to come back and work on later. Now, when you publish the campaign, it usually takes about 24 hours for Facebook to review it and post it out. But then once that is done, in the campaign section, under your paid ads dashboard, you're going to be able to see your stats here. So you'll be able to see leads that you collect, cost per click. So all your analytics on your ad will be here under the paid ads dashboard once that's run. Any questions specifically on Facebook ads and running Facebook ads through command? Great, awesome. Well, okay, let's take like a 5-minute break if you want to get water or use the bathroom, and we'll come back together and we'll just do a quick postcard and just show you how that works and call it a day. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Sue. I'm not.
put it in.
Like KW was ranked #1 across like all industries for training. Like, and like Jiffy Lube was #2. Jiffy Lube, like, so it's like literally across all industries. KW was like top. So that's cool. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. All right, so we're gonna end the class off with direct mailers in command, and direct mail in command is really cool. So command does allow you to send postcards through command, and they do it through remailers. So it's pretty cool. You get to like draw, if you wanted to like target a neighborhood, you can draw around a neighborhood, and real mailers will know all those addresses and send it out for you. So it does all the postage and sending for you. All you have to do is like submit a design. So to create a direct mail campaign, we are going to be under the campaign section still. So megaphone icon. Now, when we go up to create campaign in the top right, we're going to choose direct mail. Now go ahead and give that a name. Again, you're just going to see this. Have an example. So I'm going to do like a my branding one. Do brand awareness. And probably in your title, depending on where you're going to target, it would probably be best like to put the location you're targeting, like for your organization purposes. I don't really have a plan where I'm going to target. Maybe I'll do Hunter Oaks, because I know that one. I used to live, that's where I grew up. So I know that one. So I'm just gonna use this brand awareness. Again, goal is just for you, your sake, and create campaign. So there are 2 ways that you can create a postcard. So if we drop down this content here, so you'll see that we're able to do this by template. So we can select the template. We're given a few template options here. Default. And then we can update this information here. So we can update the text, the subtitle, the description, and we can add a photo to it and the rest of our information. Now, the way I'm going to be going over today is going to be doing it through uploading a design through here. Because you can do it through command. I think the templates are kind of basic at this time. Like there's very limited that you can do. So really, if you're wanting to do something other than a listing postcard, you're going to have to upload your own design because most of them kind of use like a listing format. So when you are using a custom design, I use Canva personally, and I have like a free Canva account pulled out. Hey, PJ. So I always come to create a design first and click upload design so I can see the requirements that I'm needing for my custom design, including the dimensions. Now, would you like to see, up to you, like, would you like to see an upload design version, or would you like to see it through a template? Because I don't know if I'll have, like, my plan was to go through both. Canva, okay, cool. Yeah, I like this option. It just gives you more like freedom to post about whatever you want. Okay. Cool. Okay, perfect. So yes, I always come to create a postcard first so I can see what they want from me. And so I can make it exactly how they like. So depending on what size you're wanting this postcard, like a 4x6 is a standard. But it's asking though for a design in 4.25 by 6.25. So just keeping that in mind, I'm going to go over to Canva now where I'm all signed in. Cool. Well, I'll show you exactly how. Hey, Mom. I also have people online too. Thanks. Thanks. Bye. That's my mom. Yeah. In case I wasn't clear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what was I doing? Oh, yes. Yeah, Canva. That's right. Okay, yeah, the size. So if you just go up to create design in the top right, it will give you the option to custom size here. So you can click. Yeah, it hid from me. I usually like search here first, like for my template. But for this instant, yeah, I always, for postcards specifically, I do create design first and do it by the size that they need, just because it is so specific. Yep, I'm signed into a free version. So yeah, I'm gonna need to like switch it to inches if I want to do it like that. But like then I can put in the 6.25 by 4.25, exactly what they're needing, and click create new design. Now then from here, this is where I search the templates instead of here. And then you can do like the same thing where you like do real estate or whatever that you're searching for, so that you can find one for you. So I'll just use this example here, apply to both pages. And now I'm not really gonna go over too much like how you edit and do editing in Canva, but feel free to book an appointment if you want to go over that. But you would like just make any edits here, just keeping in mind, and this template already does it for you, but like the postage will be about like the size of this. It's gonna be like keeping about this much room blank. Just so you see, like, because it's going to put postage there for you. So just making sure you're not putting any information in this section so it doesn't get covered. So those are like the 2 tips with like working in Canva with it. And then what command requires is that each of these, like the front and the back, are downloaded separately. So what we're going to do is just go up to share and download and switch this to a PDF if you can. You might not be able to without Pro. Oh, you can. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, change it to PDF. That's the best one for print. But instead of doing all pages, click here and deselect all pages, and then just click the first page and click download. Oh no, what happened? Oh, the photo. Well, I don't want the photo. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, just pretend there's a photo there. And now, okay, now we're gonna download, okay, PDF. We're gonna change this to just the first page, download. Whee. That is new, I've never seen that. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the back side. So share, download, PDF, but deselect and then just select page 2 and click done. Correct. And I think most templates will have it like this, but just in case they don't, yeah, just make sure it's not there. And I'll show you on the preview what that looks like. So now that we have them both separately downloaded, we can jump back over here to now put this in. So we would just click the front to put the front side in, and then click the back side to put the back side in. And you'll see like this little preview, but this is not an official preview. So I honestly wouldn't even like worry too much about it. And then click save. And then kind of like the face or the social ad, we just want check marks on all these different sections. So like just our market center info. Click verify, just click confirm. It will always make you confirm that. And then targeting. So this is where you can put in an address to start targeting. So like if I wanted to target Hunter Ropes, like I could put either like the clubhouse address or like any address in that neighborhood, just so I give it like a centralized spot. And then I'll show you how you can like further target. So I'm going to put our old address. But I do want to just point out though, so there is an option to target my database too. So if you do have addresses in your contacts, you can like send these out directly to your contacts too. So it's free. Okay. We have budget here, but we can change that in the next page actually. So let's go ahead and click configure targeting in the top right. Click yes. And this is where things get extra fun. So this is where that's targeting. So I picked that address in Hunter Oaks and it does like on default, it does a radius of the 200 closest homes. So if I wanted to, I could, do instead like 300 of the closest homes and it would update with those houses to hit. Alternatively, there are a few other tools. So I could draw around where I want that to hit. So let's say I just want it to hit like this side of the neighborhood, like draw around specifically, and it will target those homes. And then lastly, just like the Polygon tool, which is very similar to the drawing tool, but it's just like clicking and like dropping like shapes more. There. Just trying to close it. There it is. So like, and then it will, target those. So you can play around with like how you target those, whether it's by radius or by like literally drawing that around it. And you can even filter that out more. So if you're really trying to hit really older homes and not new homes, or however you want to facilitate that based off what the content you're sending, you do have the option to even filter that further. You can send a copy to the market center so you can see what they're getting too, and then click next. And then this is the final preview you just want to look out for. So if I click like view a larger preview, this is like exactly how they're sending it, including that postage information and any like crops. So like anything that's cropped out, you may need to like pull in. So this is like the final preview. And you would just enter your information and make that payment and they would send that out for you. Yeah, right? Yes, it's really cool that it's able to do that. As well, so strategically with farming, so if you are farming like a neighborhood, they generally say it takes about 6 months of consistent farming to see a result. So a lot of agents will try one time, not receive, get any results and then stop. But if you are like choosing to farm, being consistent about it, whether that be quarterly or monthly, quarterly might be more cost effective, just being consistent about it and just knowing that your return will probably come months down the line versus more quicker with farming. But yeah, it does have the tools in command at least. So yeah, that is on that. Wow, that was like way faster than I thought. Would you like to see like through a template version, or is there something else specific in command that you want to look at? Yeah, right. Right. But I'm pretty sure, let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's like hopped off. So yeah, if you'd like to go over anything.
Like if I wanted to do a template, just to big steps and stuff.
Yeah, so it's actually a bit more easier to do on the template. Just the design is just less, customizable. So like if you did like a compact template, like a 4x6, so just to show you like where everything displays, like if you just listed, and then like the address 123 Main Street. So you'll see like on the right hand side, that's like making my template here. Typically, I actually don't use templates, so I don't know the best practices for like subtitle description like I know for social ads. But let me see where everything displays, and then I can have a better idea. Interesting. Okay, that's good to know. So it looks like that first text is going to be the bigger part. So I would think this would be like the the status or the address. But then the description, like the 3-bedroom, 2-bath, like if you go to the back, it looks like that's on the top left of the thing. So actually I'd put the address here for me with all the things, and then maybe the description more here, like just, let's see how it looks. Or just listed, and then I guess I could keep that because then it would be on the back, it would be the 123 Main Street, that and that. Kind of playing around with like where that displays, because you can't like change where that displays on the template. It's just sort of like, yeah. And then, yeah, you would just like add an image for that front image. So that's what would replace this blank part. Let me see if I have one. Yeah, something like that. And then like your information looks like it displays on the very back side, like right here. And then the market center.
What, stuff that people do like charity or giving, like around holidays especially. I'm trying to think of like how to incorporate.
I do like that
something,
idea.
Yeah, like charity wise, people feel.
Right, because I love the idea of like marketing, like coming from contribution is always like a really good tactic. And I haven't seen like any agents do a specific promotion on charity events yet.
Like you can like do whatever you want with your commissions, right? Like you can say you're gonna give back to the church in the months of
Yeah,